when you don't have an appointment, what's your script or what are you saying at the door with door knocks? And the follow-up question would be, are you doing something different with your door knocks now that you've worked them for 6 weeks that's any different from what your door knock approach was your first week?
So, I kind of attacked this like a integrity lead.
Okay.
So my script has not really changed, but I have shortened it up, just because I feel like it works better being short. But literally, this is what I say at every single door. Hey, my name is Jessica. I work with Senior Select. They just sent me out here today to go over some final expense benefits with you. It takes about 5 minutes. Can I come in?
Very, very short and to the point. What do you get a lot of objections where you have to go into like a
Oh
second or
God.
third
Oh God,
approach?
yeah. No, I would not advise any unseasoned agent to use that as a door script because
Okay.
it comes with plenty of objections. Now, will say that now that it's been colder, I do get a lot of "come on in," even with just saying that door script. But yeah, it definitely comes with more objections. The more being, now's not a good time. Just because it's such a vague script. I'm not really saying much information. So there's really not much to object from other than letting me come inside. Um, but yeah.
Okay. And then do you get a lot of objections of like, I just want the I just want the gift card or I don't remember filling anything out? And if so, like how do you handle those objections?
Well, so I never, ever, ever at any point say you filled something out. Just because that makes them, bring a guard up immediately. They're like, I filled something out. No, I didn't. Like, you're not going to tell me what I filled out. They get immediately defensive. So I used to say that when I worked integrity and I learned working integrity, it's not a good idea to tell the prospect they filled something out. That's just an immediate defense that you're going to have to battle. So I never say anything about that. But even if I knock it as a regular, I'm not speaking on the gift card at all. The only people who know about the gift card are the people who get an appointment set. If I door knock you, I'm not showing you the lead. I'm not telling you about a gift card. I'm just saying what I'm saying at the door. And then, I get inside and I run my regular.
Your regular presentation.
Presentation. Thank you. Thank you,
Really?
Swinton. I couldn't think of a word.
Absolutely. Well, and I think with every lead type, for the most part, the only thing that really changes is maybe the approach at the door. But really, all the lead is a way to get you. I think really the best leads are just leads with accurate information. I mean, it really doesn't matter whether it's
Yeah.
a Google lead, a check lead, a mail lead when you get there. Maybe the mail leads, you can point to their handwriting or whatever, but outside of that, and Pedro talks about this a lot. You kind of have a different way of saying it, but Pedro would agree 100% with you. You never want to play the "Do you remember" game with the client. Hey,
Oh,
do you
no.
remember filling this out? It's a
No,
recipe for disaster.
absolutely. Like, you might as well just pack it up and head on out the door because they're not going to do nothing but argue with you the rest of the time you're there.
How did you fill that out? Who gave you that information? Yeah, yeah. Instead of and we always try to tell people, the goal of the approach is to get in the door. It's not to get them to say uncle that they filled something out. Like
No.
if unless your goal is to have a miserable day and a terrible week, play the "Do you remember?" But if you want to make some money and sit inside, especially on cold weeks like this, do not, like, I agree 100% with Jeff. Don't tell them what they filled out and argue with them about it. Just say, "This is what I'm doing. Do you have a couple minutes? Get in the door." Because again, to your
The
point,
only time that I speak on filling anything out is if they mention it first. If they mention it first, yeah, we'll talk about how you may have filled something out. But if they don't mention anything about how they might have possibly been looking on the internet for insurance quotes for their husband who just got sick, then don't say anything about filling anything out. Please.
perfect.